once again, welcome to Portugal, Setubal.
Welcome to Portugal. And we have Eurovision Of course, the Eurovision winner. No need to introduce her.
I know.
Niamh, hi. Nice to see you again.
If I didn't know how to kiss you, I'd smack you for that.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
I know. If I didn't think you'd enjoy it that much, I would do it.
You know what I told you before? You told me that you looked old. But I told you only have one wrinkle and you sit on it.
Yes, you're very cheeky. But I'm so grateful for that. I'll take it.
How are you doing, Niamh? Welcome to Portugal.
Well, I'm so glad to be here, because I wasn't expecting to kind of get here this year, because every year I get invited, something happens and I'm working, and last night we were doing the TV show, although quite a lot of us winners from Ireland, because there's quite a few of us really, and we were all on TV together singing all Eurovision songs last night. It was the most surreal experience I've had for a while. Johnny and Dana and Linda and Paul and Charlie and myself having to dance and it was really hard, but it was good. It was so fun.
But will that winners to also be taken outside of Ireland?
Yes, well, we're doing 10 dates around Ireland this year, and we're really hoping that we're going to move into Europe next year, because, well, of course, we have to be wanted.
You are wanted.
Yeah, I know. But look, I was so excited because then it meant that I could still come today, as much as I would have loved to have come for the whole weekend, because I can tell by you had a lot of partying.
She pays back.
Yes, smack. No, darling.
Do you get to do anything else apart from Eurovision? Because you get.
Yes, I do get to do an awful lot of things. Obviously I do my own work and my own singing and stuff like that separate. And actually last year I did a thing called pantomime, which is like a very English UK kind of Irish thing, where you go in and I got to play the evil queen, and I loved every minute of it.
Can you be
I was so evil. I had the best evil laugh, it was so fun because it was so different to everything I've ever done, and it was really fun, every bit of it. But it's a place I visit. I wouldn't do that all the time. It was really excellent, but it was very hard work. 56 shows. It felt like 4 Eurovisions.
How does the evil queen laugh?
I'll show you later. I know, terrible. Anyway, so it was a very interesting experience. The great thing as you get older is that you can really say, I'm going to do it because I want to, and it can still fit in with what you do, and I would say I would do maybe 3 or 4 events to do with Eurovision generally in a year. I try to catch up with my friends in some form or other, and I love to visit. It's like my auntie, I haven't seen my auntie for a while. I think I've and I've always loved that. I would miss it if I didn't get to actually, I'm sure there'll come a time where they'll go, God, don't ask her anymore. But when that time comes, that'll be fine. But I think for now, when I get the invite, I'm still always thrilled to get it, and if any way I can, I like to come.
What was for you the most thrilling event to go to, or the most exciting event?
It's very difficult to say, really, because each one has a different energy to it. I'm loving the sense of humour here. It's really great, and I'm loving the whole energy. I absolutely loved all the promo work we did for 2010 in Oslo, because it was a very different experience. Because the first time I was in Eurovision, it was on home ground, so I did everything at home, which I loved, don't get me wrong. It was an amazing experience, but I think being in another country doing it was a fantastic experience too, and all the work we did running up to it, when we got time, you plied me with sweets and such like, in Antwerp. We won't say any more than that, me trying to get in that dress, but anyway, the thing is, it's very hard for me to pick an event. I mean, last year I did the Munich convention, which was really fun, because I made an effort to go and learn some Eurovision songs to do it, which was really fun, because I love Eurovision, just like everybody else. I don't know as much as you, I'll be honest with you, but I try my best, but I'm interested in it, I care about it, and I want it to continue for a long time, and I'd love to see the likes of Euphoria becoming a proper hit, Fairy Tale. All of the songs they've done well, the artists really stepped up their game, really great songs coming in every year, and I see the progression every year, and I just think that's so good. I just want it to continue, really. I'm sure you do too.
Oh yes.
I'm very curious about 93 and the 91. What was RTE's reaction when they found out that they had to stage the event the following year again?
I think the first reaction was, yay! And then it was, oh my God. Really, I couldn't be responsible for how they feel about it. I think that's possibly why banks are in trouble. But I just think they were very honoured to win it, and it's a very unique thing that we held it so often and so consecutively. I recall Joe Barry's face, who was the Director General, looking, he was extremely pale, he was. But I'm not so sure whether that was more to do with Noel C. Duggan, who owned the venue, who was slapping the head off him. I think it was probably more than that. But no, I think they were very pleased for us, but I think obviously the logistics for them was quite huge. Yeah, it was a big deal. And let's be honest, in '94, not only did they hold it again, but they did the most amazing interval act I think that ever come out of Eurovision Riverdance. So, and we won again, so it's like, who would have known that would happen? We didn't. But every year we have held it, we have progressed it. And obviously we haven't held it for a while. But I know that you all desperately want us to, because we throw the best parties, I know that, But, it's a very exciting thing. Any country that gets to hold it is always glad to hold it, despite the logistics. And right now, there's not many countries who can afford to hold it, but quite frankly, it's a bit like when you get an opportunity, you go down the back of the sofa and you find the change, you know what I mean? You'll find the money for it, so that's it.
What are the future plans now coming up after Setubal, for instance? Are you going to release an album? Are you working on new?
Yes, I am working on a new album. It's kind of part of why I'm doing the tour work and stuff like that, mainly to earn money, because you know yourself these days, people don't give you money to do anything. So I am in the process of, I have some great songs that I'm hoping to get into the studio and record, and then I'm really looking forward to the tour. There's a lot of work, because I've not only learned Eurovision songs, I also have to learn a couple in French, which I'm really thrilled about, because I'll be honest with you, I admire them greatly, but I ain't French by any stretch, so I'm just going to say in advance, I'm sorry.
In Munich, you sing in French.
I did sing in French, and nobody came up afterwards and said that was rubbish, so that was okay.
Winning actually. Thank you very much.
Yeah, oh, thank you. I did. I loved it. That's one of my favourite songs, actually. Yeah, so from my point of view, I think that's a lot of work of learning that, and then I have some other work to do after that, and hopefully in the spring, I hope to be ready for a new album, and then to tour, really. But it'll probably start in Ireland and move beyond. A lot of it's to do with demand and how people feel about where you're going, and I'm hoping to get a few invites, a few nice places.
My home.
Well,
nice one.
I know I'm constantly you have the room ready for me all the time.
All the time.
I know.
But early on in February, or end of January, you were on a panel to actually select judges.
Yes, I was. Yes, I didn't select them. No, I want to be very clear about that. I was in the panel to discuss the songs and what I felt. And funnily enough, I have a funny relationship with panels, because I don't necessarily agree with them. I think especially in the case of Eurovision or anything like that, it's up to people to choose who they vote for, not for me to tell you how you should feel about things. You understand? I don't think that's right. I think it's about, so I struggled a little bit about doing it, but then they offered me too much money, and I said, okay then. No, I'm just saying, it's really interesting to me, because I also get tired of people making comments without actually understanding what Eurovision is and what an honour it is to be a part of it. And, quite a lot of people who slag it off have never been in anywhere, within an inch of it. And I get really cross about the fact that they actually don't even know what they're talking about. You should always be proud to represent your country, and to stand in front of 300 million people. Anyone ever says to me, I go, hello, how many times have you done that?
No.
Shall we discuss that now? I'm very proud of everything I've done. Obviously I've had varied results, but at the end of the day, that's not what people judge me on. They judge me on how well I sang and how much they like me and whether they like my songs or not. And not everyone will like them, and that's fine with me too. As long as I like what I'm doing and I'm proud of it, I don't care.
The obvious question, of course, you've been there twice.
Yes.
Third time?
Would I?
Eurovision?
Yeah, I will never say never. If the song comes, of course I will follow it. There's no doubt about it. And then, of course, you're at the mercy of whether people will feel happy to send you back. Ideally speaking, what I should do is go back as part of the delegation and dance the night away, because I've yet to go to a Eurovision where I can actually just swan about and enjoy it. Because obviously, when you're there to sing, you've got to bring the big voice, so you can't be out in the Euroclub till all hours in the morning, gentlemen. And it would be lovely to go sometime where we can all dance all night and have some fun, and it doesn't really matter that I'm talking like
No,
that's okay.
That could be a fantastic ending of tonight.
Oh, really?
Because there's no competition, we just be here, you perform, and we party afterwards.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. But I think every time you stand on the stage, somebody's going, she didn't do that as well. But you know what? I don't care. Each performance is so unique, despite the fact that you're singing the same song. Technically, I've been singing In Your Eyes for almost 20 years now, and I still love it every time I sing it, because there is that moment of, are those notes going to come? Are people still going to feel it? And am I going to remember the words? And that's a beautiful thing.
Those two songs you had at Eurovision, what is your favorite of those two?
It's very hard to say. It's like, Sophie's Choice. You can't choose between your children. Why would you choose between your songs? You do things. They both represent different times of my life. In 93, I was 25. I was fabulous. I'd done the commitments. I'd done this, that, and the other. I was only getting known in the world. In 2010, I'm 40. I was working at my head. 42. I was 42. I was, really strong in who I am. And, so it's a totally different time in your life. So the songs represent different things. And I think the most fantastic thing about that is then you can't really choose between them. You will decide which one you prefer, but it's like, today I might prefer singing It's For You because I'm in that humour and because I don't want to have to do the big notes. And, but also because that's how it uplifts me to sing that. But In Your Eyes also does the same, and then the sentiment and how we felt in Mill Street, or even how we felt in Oslo. So each thing brings a new thing for me. So really, no, I can't choose.
Very good answer. We wish you all the best of luck for your tour in Ireland.
Thank you.
For the time afterwards, the album that's coming out, we hope to see you again at many events.
Yes, well, I'm really hoping that the Winners tour will move around, because it's quite fun actually. Most people think that Johnny and Dan and we all live in the same house, which is not true. Okay, I'm going to tell you that now. We don't live in the same house, but it would be fun for people to see the diversity of us, because there are 7 of us in total, but Emer has just had a child and she's busy doing her thing, and and so with 6 of us doing it, there's quite a broad range of different singers, different abilities, and different things, and we love that, and of course a sense of humour, a lot of sense of humour.
It's not lacking at all, eh?
No, I was saying that with me anyway. It's probably just as well, and I'm hoping the others have a sense of humour, because if they don't, it's going to be a very quiet tour. Because I'll have to be on my best behaviour. No, they have there's a great sense of camaraderie between us all, even though we're very different. And people often say, all the egos and all, but actually it doesn't really exist in the area, because we all know Johnny's a star.
So are you.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We all have our own space, and we all own it in our way. And I think that most people don't recognise that, but people in Eurovision do, because when you're a part of Eurovision, no matter who wins at the end, we're all part of the same thing. That makes the show so successful. And when you're around Eurovision for the week or the 2 weeks, you constantly, just by the end of it, you want everyone to win, because you are so a part of everybody's story and everybody's journey. And so I feel a tour could be like that, as long as nobody stands in my light. That's right.
Amazing. Thank you very much for talking to us and taking the time. And now I think it's time that you also have to eat and drink.
Yes, I have to eat. I have to eat. I'm wasting away here. I'm wasting away. No, absolutely. I'm looking forward to the evening. And I'm really glad, because I'm kind of halfway through the first half, which is perfect, because then I can really relax.
Indeed.
Probably even get out of the shoes.
Thank you very much, Niamh.
Thank you. Have a good night.